This is Jonathan Aggoff here for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Dean Whyte. Dean, you're here at the Boxer press conference, Riyad Pool against Turkey. How you been?
Excellent, I've been good, man. Yeah, here today, Wembley, local. Come down here, obviously support local boys. Chris Congo's fighting as well against Formella, great fight. Richard's fighting Turkey. Jermaine Brown's fighting Zach Chelly's. It's a good show.
What do you think of the main event, Riyad Pool against Turkey?
I don't really know much about Turkey, but he does look the part. So, you know, he looks tough, he looks durable. But let's see when that right hand hits him, how he holds up.
Let's talk about Boxing Heist 3, your recent show. Yeah. How do you assess it compared to your first two?
Obviously, we're getting better and better. The shows, they're going from strength to strength. I mean, we had a solid, strong crowd throughout. We ended up finishing after 12, which was, you know, I did get a few things wrong, but, you know, we're learning on the job. So that was another learning curve. I understood boxing as a promoter, as someone that runs the event a little bit more. And, you know, it's just happy because I love the sport, man. I love being in and around it. Obviously, the boys, you got here, Spencer Altman fought, he had a great crowd, sold a lot of tickets, had a great crowd, and loads of the other fighters had great crowds, and everyone enjoyed it. The food, the atmosphere was electrifying, and we're just continuing to learn and grow, you know what I mean? We have 3 sold-out events, and, you know, we're just trying to go from strength to strength, man. We're building, and that's what it is, you know what I mean?
Tell the fans when your next show that you're planning.
So we've got a show on June the 25th, a co-promotion with Victor Smith. Spencer Altman here is going to be on that, Ify Porter. We did have someone else on, I think they got pulled off just like last week. I was looking to replace it, but it's 2 weeks on Saturday. I don't think no one can really fill that void in such a short space with selling tickets. Actually, I've got one man that could actually. Probably I'll give him a call actually. Interesting.
And, you know, I know you won't be short of ideas. What is the plan, say, we have this conversation 1 year? Where do you think Black Box Global's going to be?
You know, we're going to be here thriving and growing. And, I mean, look, by the end of the year, I'm expected to have another 3 or 4 shows. So, you know, we're very active. We're going to make a big, strong, you know, statement this year and having a few shows. Might have more because, I like boxing, you know what I mean? And I love boxing, I should say. So for me, you know, being in and around it, making shit happen, shuffling the deck, the card, and making stuff go down. And that's what we're doing, moving and shaking, man. So yeah, we just looked at a new venue and hoping we can get that sanctioned, you know, by the board. They're assessing it now. We had an inspection the other day. And God willing, that works. And then we'll be doing stuff in Maidstone, Kent. So any boys down there who's interested, just give us a hit me up, hit up Spencer Altman and the boys, and yeah, let's get cracking.
Brilliant. Dean, let's talk about Dillian. I saw he's back training, back on the grind. You've been keeping in touch with him?
Yeah, of course, man. Look, the main thing is that Dillian's happy, that he's healthy, he's in good spirits, and he's all of those. We speak all the time. I think even on my Instagram, I posted the other day, I didn't see the missed calls. He must have phoned me 3 times, and then he cussed me in the comments saying, "Pussy, you hear blood clot posting up message and you're not asking him up." So you got bare fans laughing, saying, "Rah, the man's busy, man. What's wrong with you?" So, but I then went and called him after, and yeah, all is good. You know what I mean? So he's good. He's in good space, and he should be back at the end of the year, man. You know, we're looking forward to that, and him finding himself and finding that warrior spirit as he's always got. You know, coming off a loss, sometimes it's emotionally and mentally draining, and you need to find yourself. So having that time off, I think, was key. So that, you know, right now he's in a good place, man. Yeah.
He fought for the heavyweight title at last. He's been fighting top guys all over the time and time again. What kind of, you know, opponents would we be looking at? Because there's guys calling him out. Daniel Dubois said that he'd be open to fight. What's your thoughts?
Daniel Dubois is a good prospect doing his thing, you know. Daniel Dubois needs to win on Saturday night first and foremost. Good luck. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's a world title fight. He's across the pond. You know, wish him luck. But Daniel Dubois, yeah, I don't ever want to get into a slugging match, man. I know, you know, it's all good you talking, and his style is a bit too robotic. He's a big puncher. You definitely don't want to get hit by him. You know what I mean? But I think, you know, we've seen we saw Joe Joyce, what Joe Joyce did to him. You know, so, and Jojo's a hell of a fighter, great resume. So, you know, he, you know, a lot of fans gave him stick. He needs to stick to what he's doing at the minute. He's not on that elite level yet with those kind of boys. I hear Shane talking about this and that, but, you know, it's a bit disrespectful, really, thinking. You should be able to think, but you should be, you know, with due respect, saying, with due respect, we believe our man in time will beat these guys. And that's a fair point. But to think that you could do that now, I don't think he'll be able to take any of them kind of body shots what Tyson Fury was taking the other day. And I don't think he boxes as fluid as Dillian boxes. Because Dillian's a boxer, fighter, puncher. So, you know what I mean? But look, we could get into a slagging match where it wouldn't make sense, man. They're not going to respond in kind anyway. You know what I mean? Or with the right humour.
I guess with Dillian, because he's been on pay-per-view so much, headlining, and now he's just fought fewer in front of 100,000, 90,000 fans. His stocks not really would have gone down. People are going to still want to fight him.
Of course, but you know, there's brackets of heavyweights, and he's not in that bracket. Even if he wins this WBA regular title, he is not in that bracket. Daniel Dubois. There's bare fights he should be having now. There's fights that he should be taking now before he wants to get to the likes of Dillian Whyte to put himself. He should fight Robert Helenius. How about that? He should fight Marius Wack. That's the fights we'd like to see Daniel Dubois facing. Guys that are durable, guys that are tough, and guys that when Daniel detonates that right hand, they'll walk through them punches, eat them, and dish some of their own liver. You know what I mean? So not Daniel Dubois facing the likes of the guys he's faced, because he hasn't faced anyone. Let's be truth be told. I don't want to make this about him and insult him, because like I said, I like him. He's a nice young man. But obviously, on what they've said, they need to have these certain fights to progress into the conversation of certain. They should fight them. Maybe fight Kawanaki even. Kawanaki's coming off a few losses against Robert Helenius. But I think Robert Helenius is a great test. He can punch like a fucking mule. That's what we're going to make. Let's talk to Frank. I'm going to get on to Uncle Frank. Maybe Robert Helenius deserves a shot at the WBA regular title if you win. And let's see. If you come out of that, then I'll give you a little bit more. That's one more tick in the box of, you know, progression.
We saw just announced Chisora against Kubrat Pulev, the rematch. What's your thoughts on that?
Great fight, man. Derek's a warrior, man. Derek takes all customers that are coming towards him, and big up Derek, man. I want him to win, and I want him to win with a big knocker. It's a hard fight, but Pulev's getting old. He's doing all these exhibition fights and stuff. So we know when a person starts doing exhibitions, they've really got one foot outside of where they're meant to be. So hopefully Derek can land the shot. Derek's always durable. He's great for fans. Win, lose or draw, he's going to come and bring it and bring the fun out. War Chisora.
Dean, Anthony Josh announced Robert Garcia is his new trainer. Thoughts? Good, bad, surprise?
I'm not sure, man. Hopefully it'll be a positive addition. There seems to be a lot of guys in the mix over there. Sometimes when there's too many people, it spoils the broth, as they say. Too many people talking. I just hope he makes the necessary adjustments to get the win. I'd like to have, you know, give him some information myself, because there's not really much. I think there's just a slight adjustment he needs to make, and hopefully they give him that information so he gets to win. I'd like him to win, and I'll be rooting for him.
Oscar De La Hoya said he's willing to make a multi-million-pound offer to Tank Davis to fight Ryan Garcia. If they fight, how do you think that goes?
It's a good fight, but I tell you what, Tank's the man. I'm a fan of Tank, but I tell you what, your boy, what's his name, can punch. That Ryan Garcia can punch, and he's fast as fuck. Fast as fuck, boy. Fast as fuck. Yeah, he's fast, but he's a lot faster than that anyway, sorry about that. But I mean, yeah, he's fast as shit. But and he's got power, so it's going to be remember, styles make the fights, so it's an interesting style. It's a different style, because Tank is quite patient, as we saw him rolling, and he caught him with that counter. He does different. Pitbull, he fought Pitbull. That was a hell of a fight, and he was on his ass, but managed to get that win. But to be honest, I'd like to see Ryan fight those guys. I'd like to see him fight Pitbull. I'd like to see him fight the one Haney fought. What's his name again? Jojo Diaz?
Yeah, Cambosis.
Yeah, not Cambosis, but I mean, yeah, you can now because he's lost. But those kind of guys, these guys, you know what? Everyone's trying to jump the pecking order. There's fights to be made in between. They should fight those. Fight Linares as well. Even Tank should fight Linares. Linares is a big puncher. You saw what he done to Devin Haney, caught him. But Devin, that's the testament to a true champion. You come through adversity and ride the wave, you know what I'm saying?
What do you make of Haney against Cambosis?
It was a good fight. Set out his stall, boxed well behind his jab, and just tied up when he needed to and used his jab. What an immense jab he's got, and a great sharp jab, and he just kept pushing that in his face all night.
Obviously, the rematch clause, Cambosis said he'd activate it. Thoughts on that?
Huh?
The rematch clause. Cambo said he.
I don't think we need no rematch, you know. Well, go on, big dog. Yeah, you say, Joe. Big up, man. Come on.
Hey, you guys have known each other years.
Come on, family. It's a family affair here right now. You get me?
He's coming to skin someone else Saturday night.
Baby team. You get me?
Rich, how you feeling, quickly?
When the right detonates, what's happening?
Come on, man. Yeah,
good night, Irene, you're saying, yeah?
Yeah, come on, man. You know,
Rich, how you feeling, quickly?
Yeah, feeling good, man. Just enjoying the vibes. You know, camp is done, so I'm happy.
What do you think of his fight?
You know when the camp is so hard, but you're like, yeah.
Now listen, this man, he does his thing, he's learning, he's progressing, he looks strong, the jab looked well, and he's very patient. That's when you get experience, you learn that patience, you know what I mean? The right hit, he done his thing, he stepped off, he caught him with the next shot, he saw a next opening. But like I said, I think in this fight, this man's he looks tough, I don't know nothing about him, Turchi. He looks menacing on the board, but when the right licks him, I think all that confidence will slowly wander out of him and he'll probably retreat on the back foot, and then it's going to become a bit difficult, and then Richard's going to have to start manoeuvring and landing different shots to get the right shots, but set it up raw. And I think he'll catch him at some stage. If he doesn't, he'll have 12 rounds or 10 rounds of good learning activity, putting him in good stead for a world title. But whatever it is, he's learning on the job and continuing and growing, and you can't ask for more than that, man. He's come a long way, my man Richard, you know. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So big him up and big up Chris and all the boys who are fighting and coming on the stage. Everyone talks a good one. The man is getting in there and doing it and living it and being professional and like he said, camp after camp after camp. It's a lot. It takes a lot out of you.
That's
Sorry,
good.
I'm good, my bro, man. Listen.
I'm gonna phone you in a second.
Yeah, hit me up. Yeah. Bless up you, man.
And let me bring in your boy. Come in. So Spencer, introduce yourself. 1-0, I believe.
Yeah, 1-0 now. I made my debut on Dean's last show. Yeah, it was good fight, good start to the career. Hopefully it's a long career, and yeah, you'll hear my name around quite a lot, I hope.
What weight class?
This one was light heavyweight, and the next one's light heavyweight on June 25th, but then we're going down to super middle.
What do you make of Dean's show? Very big atmospheres.
It's lively, it's like you go to a lot of small hall shows and you sit down, watch the box, that's it. Do you know what I mean? At Dean's shows it's lively, like you always say, you bring culture to it. There's the food outside, everything. Everyone's just having a great time. You see the video of you dancing and stuff like that.
Come on, that's it. Listen, with life, you know, you want to have fun. Yeah. We want to, every moment you want to enjoy. You want to, you know, we want to bring value for money. Obviously, you're coming to support your fighter, but you want to have an atmosphere. Atmosphere is key. You know, sometimes in the big shows or the boxing, in between fights, there's boring moments, there's loads. We don't want that. So we want to have good music, good entertainment. There's food, there's the punch bag, there's the 360. There's multiple things. You know what I mean? I'm interacting with fans, so, and that's what they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dean, just tell me a bit about Spencer and how far you can go.
So Spencer, look, he didn't have a long amateur career. He had one amateur fight. So Spencer's going to be learning on the job. He's campaigning at light heavyweight, maybe light heavyweight again in 2 weeks, June the 25th. He's going to go down to probably around super middle, because I think he got down to super middle. But we're going to keep him active. We'll probably get him out about 3 or 4 times, and he'll probably be about 3 or 4-0 by the end of the year, hopefully. And then next year we'll look at things and kind of push him on and see what's out there for him and slowly progress him. You know, I've got my own platform here with the Black Box Global, so we can you know, navigate the board properly, get him out, get him on anyone else's show once if needs be, and continue to grow and watch him. But like I said, we got to keep him somewhat slow, because this is all that learning experience. But he's in there sparring with good boys all the time, you know what I mean? So that's him learning on the road, on the job, in the gyms, sparring. So yeah, big him up, you know what I mean?
Spencer, just shout out your social media, where to follow.
You can follow me on Facebook, it's just Spencer Oakman, or on Instagram it's okikoki.boxer. Yeah.
There you go. Spencer, Dean, thanks for talking to Pro Boxing.